Hey friends, it's Poetic Justice, or Poetic Blade on YouTube, playing Subnautica Below Zero. I don't typically do reviews for games, but I'm going to do the review for this game that I wish I had heard before I bought it. So, starting out on this first page, you see the Seaworthy update on the bottom of the screen. It says that the Day 1 update is available. It squashes bugs and introduces the crashed ship story, among other things. I wanted to keep this as spoiler-free as possible, so I'll try and let you know when there's plot things going on, but I don't enjoy Subnautica Below Zero as much as Subnautica. If I could describe Below Zero in a single word, it would be disappointment. The game is not as good, in my opinion, as the first one. The game contradicts itself in both the gameplay mechanics and the narrative. This first video I'm going to do is about the narrative. It's going to be the most spoiler-heavy one of any of them. So at the beginning of the game, you are introduced to a character you play named Robin. Robin is coming to Planet 4546b to investigate the death of her sister Sam, which she believes is an Altera cover-up. So that's her motivation. Understanding what happened with Sam's death is what drove her here. And I'm going to talk about spoilers here for about 15 seconds if you want to skip ahead. During the course of the game, you will meet an NPC character who says that finding a cure for the Carabacterium is his whole purpose of being on Planet 4546b. The game ignores both of these characters' motivations in the last third of the game. It doesn't provide any markers or in-game direction toward the Phi excavation site, that's PHI, which you will probably have to look up if you want to find out what happened to Sam. The Phi excavation site. It is in that location that both of their storylines conclude. Not entirely, but it's for Robin, that's where she gets closure. And for the NPC character, that's where he finds what he's looking for. But instead of doing that, the game just pieces out to a portal. It's like, we're just going to go over here to this portal, which takes you to a different location. I don't want to say much more. I don't want to spoil the story for those who haven't seen it. I am going to go into some heavy spoilers now, just so if you're interested, you'll know. And I'm starting here. So this NPC character is named Al-An. His home planet is infected with the Carabacterium. And yet he suddenly wants to leave and return to his home planet without a cure. He says he wants to make amends, but how can he make amends without a cure? He's supposed to be this logical, emotionally detached, super intelligent scientist who's lived multiple human lifetimes, and yet he inexplicably abandons his mission to find a cure just to peace out and go home. It doesn't make any sense. Robin has risked everything, including her career, her future, and her life to find out why Altera covered up Sam's death. When Robin has the opportunity to visit the site of Sam's death and see firsthand what Sam died trying to accomplish, she just suddenly loses interest and is like, nah, I just want to put the past behind me and peace out from Planet 4546b. Again, it doesn't make any sense. It's not congruent to the first 2/3 of the game's narrative. So coming back to this Seaworthy update here that talks about, the crash ship story. I'm getting some spoilers here. The name of the crash ship is the Mercury 2. After playing this game for 120 hours, this is what I know. The crew of the Mercury 2 has no connection to Sam, Robin, Alon, or Riley Robinson from the first Subnautica game. Plus, the game infers that all but 2 of the Mercury 2 crew died on impact, and the 2 people that survived had potentially life-threatening injuries on a sinking portion of the ship. Most likely, they're dead. There's nowhere for that narrative to go. So why is Unknown Worlds Entertainment more focused on introducing an unrelated side story than concluding the main story and helping players find a cure and discover why Sam died? I just think that's very illogical game development, and I felt like it was very disappointing. The game doesn't make sense. The narrative of the game doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I'm going to go ahead and stop there and then do another video on mechanics. Thanks for watching.